Hey guys, welcome back. I am Alex the Car Guy. And if you're new to the channel, on this channel I review cool car gadgets and other accessories that I find. So if that is the kind of stuff you like to see, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below to see more videos like this. And today I'm gonna be reviewing the REDTIGER F7N dashcam. And this dashcam has a lot of features. We have 4K recording, we also have GPS, we have parking monitor, we have built-in Wi-Fi and built-in app support. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you what you get when you purchase one of these REDTIGER F7N dashcams, and then I'm gonna take it out in the car so we can go through all the features in detail and then get some actual test drive footage. As always, I've placed a link in the description down below if you'd like to acquire or purchase your own REDTIGER F7N dashcam. So first off, we'll start with the dashcam. This dashcam has a very low profile, which is one of my favorite things, one of the things that I look for in a dashcam, and that is because I like to have them really tucked away out of the view, and this allows for that. The mount out here is an adhesive mount, so I peel this and I stick this to the windshield and it is good to go. It can also be tilted, so we can aim it at the best possible direction so we can get the best possible view of the road. Now also, the mount can separate from the dashcam. Now it's a huge plus if you live in a neighborhood that is known for people breaking into cars to try to take your dashcams, and believe me or not, I have heard of that stuff happening. This can be very quickly dismounted and remounted. I'm gonna connect this back on here, and there it is. Now this dashcam right here comes with two main accessories. You got the power cord, and this power cord is probably about 12 feet long, so it should reach most cigarette lighter vehicles with a lot of extra length. And then you got the rear camera. Now the rear camera is capable of recording at 1080p high definition, and it comes with this very long cable, which is approximately 21 feet long. So again, a lot of length for us to be able to reach the back of our car. Now installing the rear camera is going to be very similar. We simply place the little sticky pad on here, we'll peel that and stick that to the back of our car in the location of our choice. It's just great. It's fully reversible. It requires no making holes or drilling for us to mount this little camera. Now the camera is waterproof, so it could technically be installed outside. Typically people put it right by their license plate, or it could be installed inside, which is my preferred way, inside of the windshield, the rear windshield of the car. Alright, now let's move over to the car so we can see the rest of the features. And here's the REDTIGER F7N. Now the camera is going to turn on automatically whenever we turn on the car, but I like to do this manually so we can see how fast it takes to turn on. And there it is. First thing we can see on the display that we are shown both the front view and the rear view, and then we have some indicators in here showing us what's going on, which includes the date and the resolution we're running this at. Now I'm gonna click right here to stop the recording and enter into the menu. As far as the menu options, we have a nice clean menu. The first option, we can change the resolution. Now why would you want to downgrade the resolution? Well, you could fit more in the memory card, but I like to leave it running always at the maximum resolution. I think that's what makes sense. We can also choose to turn off the audio recording on or off. Some people like to have a top secret national security conversation. You can turn the audio off. I like to keep the audio on. We can also turn off the date stamp if you don't want to have the date recorded on there, and we can change the loop recording time. So this dashcam, like all other dashcams, records in loop. And by loop, we mean that it records continuously, but it makes little clips. So we can choose to have 3-minute clips, 5-minute clips, 1-minute clips. I find that the sweet spot is 3-minute clips. And that's how dashcam works. And we can also adjust the G sensor. Now looking at the G sensor is what's going to allow this dashcam to know that you got into a car crash and automatically save and lock the video from the car crash because it senses when your car gets hit. If you have this set too high, you're gonna get all kinds of false alarms. You might just be going over a speed bump, and it's gonna be triggering thinking that you got in a car crash. So I like to keep this on low. I think low makes sense. It only records a real life situation when there's a car crash. It also has a speed stamp function, so you can choose to display the GPS speed or not. Some people don't like to have their GPS speed recorded. I think it's good to have it just to show what speed you were traveling at. But you can also turn off the GPS stamp off. So first we said we don't want to have the speed recorded, but what if we also don't want our location to be recorded? You can turn off the location. I leave the location on. I think that's a critical piece of evidence for a dash cam. We can change the speed units between miles and kilometers. I'm gonna leave that in miles per hour. And we can see the functionality of the GPS, making sure it's detecting all the satellites. And we can also get a little quick shortcut to download the app. I like that, that's a pretty clever idea. And we can turn on or off the Wi-Fi to allow our phone to interact with the app and see the videos that the camera has captured. We can change the language and we can change the format of the time, how we want that to be displayed. I like normal 12 hours, but you could have it in military time if you wanted to. And this camera will automatically get the date and time from the GPS, and as long as you let it know what time zone you're in, it will automatically get that time correctly. But you could manually change the time as you wanted to put whatever time you wanted. Now the frequency is one option that I think you should always change on a dash cam. It should be set at 60 Hz for the United States and 50 if you're somewhere in Europe. Okay, I'm gonna put that in there. Clicked on. Oh, I love turning this off. This gets rid of the annoying beeping sound. I don't like that beeping sound. Let's turn that off. Oh yes. Feel better already. And you can also choose to how long does it take before the screen times out and completely turns off. The dash cam keeps recording, but the screen can turn off. And some people don't like to have anything bright inside of their car at night, so that makes sense that they give that option. Now this dash cam does support parking monitor, but as you saw, it will not be enabled unless you hardwire the dash cam. And this is quite common. A lot of dash cams require you to hardwire it. That way the dash cam knows when you are parked. And then if the dash cam knows when you're parked, it can go into parking mode. So I'll put a link in the description down below if you want to check out a parking mode kit, what it looks like, and an actual link to the kit itself. Now I said that this dash cam will detect when you get into a car crash and lock the recording, but what if you did not get into a car crash? What if you saw somebody get robbed? What if you saw a reindeer passing in front of you or a comet? Well, you can select to manually lock the video by clicking on the lock icon. And as you can see, I click right here, a lock icon came up. And what do you know? I want to save video of the postman delivering the mail. I have saved and locked that video, and the dash cam is not gonna delete it. Now this dash cam supports memory cards all the way up to 256 gigabytes in size, so quite a bit of storage space. And we can also format the camera. If we wanted to delete all evidence in one shot, you could, or restore the camera to its original settings. So quite a simple menu, fairly easy to use. Now let's go on and see some actual test driving footage. So overall, pretty neat dash cam, a small form factor, a lot of capability. You got the GPS, you got the 4K recording, rear camera. If you guys have any questions regarding this dash cam, please put that in the comments down below. And remember, I placed a link if you want to get your own REDTIGER F7N dash cam in the description down below for you guys. And if you found any part of this video helpful, hit the thumbs up to support the channel, and stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed, as I have a lot more cool product reviews for your car and your garage. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.